Hey everybody, it's Kat from Cooking with Kat. The show that you're about to watch was filmed when we were actually called Real Cookin' TV. Now don't get us confused, we are still Cooking with Kat. But occasionally from time to time you might hear us refer to Real Cookin' TV or Real Cookin'. The show is one and the same. We've just changed our name to Cooking with Kat. So don't get confused, we're still here, we're still shooting, and we're still cooking. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the show.
We are wild about bacon. I want to introduce to you my friend Callie Lewis, who has her own internet TV show called Geek Brief TV. Hi, Callie.
I'm so excited to be here.
I'm glad you're here. I'm excited too. This is going to be a really great recipe today.
Oh, definitely.
We are actually going to do chocolate chip bacon cookies with a cinnamon maple glaze.
Oh my gosh.
So it's going to be interesting, and I'm going to need your help.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
you know, I love bacon so much that I even travel with bacon salt.
That is hilarious. Now I hear there's a whole bacon line of things, like anything and everything flavored with bacon, which is crazy.
I know, I keep finding these recipes online. It's bacon this, bacon that, bacon everything, even bacon vodka.
Oh my gosh.
Bacon infused vodka apps.
Well, you know, I was on the internet today and I saw bacon ice cream.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not so sure I'm brave enough to try that yet, but I do have a couple of things that I would like for us to do that I am brave enough to try.
And one of them
this one is going to be chocolate chip cookies that has the bacon infused with it, and it's going to have a cinnamon maple glaze on it and a piece of bacon laying on top.
A whole bacon?
A piece of bacon, yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, let's get started.
Let's get started. Now we're going to make regular chocolate chip cookies, so this is really easy.
Okay.
We're going to use 2/3 cup of white sugar, granulated sugar. We're going to use 2/3 cup of dark brown sugar, and we're going to use 3/4 cup of butter.
Oh, wait, why do we have this much butter out? Is it
this much butter is actually a 1/2 cup.
Okay.
So we need 3/4 cups, so we'll use 1.5 of these.
Okay.
Okay. So let's get started. We're going to tip this back. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead.
These things.
I know, they're very intimidating, and it took me about 4 months to actually turn mine on when I got it.
Are you serious?
Because I was so intimidated. I wanted one so bad, but I was so intimidated, which is crazy. So we're gonna just go ahead and plop that in.
Okay, and should these be softened, or does it matter?
They really should be softened because it kind of makes for a better dough. If they're hard, they don't infuse very well, and so this will actually help.
Okay.
And then this one, I'm gonna go ahead and just open it up, but then I'm gonna cut it in half. All right. And we're just gonna use half of it. Okie doke.
All right, sounds good.
Let's go ahead and pour our sugars in.
Okay. While whisking or before?
Just before.
Okay.
And that's awesome. That one is alive. Actually, what I'll do is I'll just stick those in there. Okay.
So we have our butter and our sugar.
And now we're going to cream them. So we're going to tilt this back. And actually, I'm going to take our spoon here and kind of put that a little bit further in there. There we go. And we're going to turn it on. Now, on the opposite side here, you'll just go to the first level. So if you want to push it to the first.
Do we have to do this?
Oh, yes.
Okay. I just see pictures.
And you might want to go up a little bit more.
Okay.
We're going to cream it until it's creamy and smooth.
A little bit more?
Can go a little bit more. There you go.
Have you ever had a disaster with one of these things where everything comes
You know what's funny is if you have flour in here and you turn it on full blast, flour goes everywhere. It is absolutely a riot.
Is that too fast?
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
All right, we're pretty much done on that. Okay, now we're going to add our flavorings. We're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract.
I love the smell of vanilla.
Me too. Oh, it's so awesome.
Great childhood stuff, you know, cooking with my mom.
We'll use a full teaspoon of almond extract. You could also use hazelnut extract, which would be really good for this too. Just kind of gives it.
Is hazelnut easy to find?
I wouldn't say it's as easy as finding almond. If you can find it, it'll probably be in a little specialty store or whatever. There we go. Okay, now you want to turn that back on.
What about the eggs? Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and stir that in real good. Okay, next we're gonna add our eggs. Okay. There we go, there's one.
Nice.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Two.
And go ahead and
Okay, put it
flip
back
it back
down.
over and lock it. And turn it on, and I would probably go to a medium speed.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. So it's kind of liquidy.
It is kind of liquidy. Let me scrape the edges a little bit. And I'm gonna turn it. There we go. And kind of work at this a little bit. Sometimes the sugar and the butter get a little bit sticky together, and they don't really want to be friends, so they just kind of just
Force them together.
force them to love each other. All right, go ahead and put it back in. Let's lock and load it.
Oops. Uh-oh.
You're okay. You're okay. There you go. And just go a couple on. There we go. Let's mix it real good. And that should be good.
Okay.
Okay, now let's mix our dry ingredients. This will, by sifting the flour, it'll keep it from being lumpy.
Okay, makeshift sifter.
Yep, it's our makeshift. So we're going to do that. Okay. And we're just going to easy.
But with this, having lumpiness in your flour isn't so bad, right?
Not so bad.
Okay. But it's just an extra step to take as a precaution.
Exactly. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and add our baking soda in there.
Oh, before you sift?
Before.
Okay.
We're just going to do it all.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
It's just easier to go ahead and sift it all together. Just put all the dry ingredients together and just sift it all as one. That way it's already blended.
Okay.
And whoops, I'm going to make a big mess. See how it's coming out real fine?
Oh, yeah. I've always skipped that step.
All right, let's add a little bit at a time.
Okay.
All right, now go ahead and start. Put it in there to lock it and put it on one. There we go.
This is when you want to take it slow.
Yes. Okay, now you can go
Stop it?
stop it. I'm getting whiffs every now and then. It smells so good.
Oh, of the vanilla? Mm-hmm. It's all clumped up.
Okay, good. Now we need to add more. You can keep it on. You don't have to
Okay.
turn it off. And we'll just add the rest at this point. Perfect. And go ahead and braise it up a speed.
Okay.
And one more. There we go.
I'm so afraid of it.
Okay. That looks good.
All right.
All right, now the dough is going to be slightly soft. Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
The dough is going to still be slightly soft, and that's okay, because at this point we're going to add, we're going to undo this and lift it up, and I'm going to try to get some of this out. Because at this point we're going to start adding in the chocolate chips and the bacon, but you don't want to, use your mixer for that,
Right.
because then it'll break it up, and we don't want to break it up. All right, now we're going to start adding the chocolate. We're going to use 1 cup white chocolate chips. Okay, don't want to forget them. We're going to add 1 cup of the white morsels. And we're going to add 1 cup of bacon. And this is just finely shredded. I usually use the real bacon that is already prepared in your grocery store. But you can actually make your own if you want to. It'll take about 2 pounds of bacon uncooked, and you will go ahead and fry it up and take the grease off using your paper towels.
You didn't see that, right?
I did not see that. And then you just cut it up with your knife, finally cut it up anyway. But now we're just going to kind of fold this in. This is beginning to smell different. It's not like any chocolate chips I've ever done before.
I made gingerbread once, and the process of stirring the molasses was a killer on my arms. I mean, worse than anything I've ever done before in the kitchen.
Yeah, the molasses is already already so thick to begin with. It's definitely not like using maple syrup.
This is really thick. There isn't gonna be much dough in those cookies.
Man, that's a lot. Okay, so we are done with the mixing.
Okay.
Now, we need to refrigerate this for at least 1 hour to let the dough set. And
If you don't have an hour, can you do it without that?
you can actually put it in the freezer for about 30 minutes and it's just as productive. So
Okay.
I think that's probably what we'll do this time. Just because I'm really wanting to taste these really quick.
I'm getting hungry.
You bet.
So do we do it in the bowl or
Leave it in the bowl. We're
Okay.
gonna leave it in the bowl and we're gonna wrap it and put it in the freezer for about 30 minutes. Cookie sheet. We want to do this on an ungreased cookie sheet.
Okay.
And we're just gonna dollop it on and put it in the oven at 350 and bake it for 10 minutes. This looks really good, actually.
It does. So this is really firm.
Yes, and that's what you want it to be, because it'll make a better cookie. Okay, Callie.
Okay.
Now we wait
How long?
10 minutes.
10 minutes!
Blackberries in the workplace may soon be replaced with iPhones. Now you're in I'm Natalie Del
Okay, let's pull these cookies out because they are done.
Ooh, they look good.
Beautiful golden brown. Okay, we're gonna let these cool.
Not too long.
Not too long, but long enough for us to make our cinnamon maple glaze.
Oh, I forgot. These aren't just cookies. These are cookies with maple glaze and
With a mission. Yeah, we gotta cook some more bacon. So let's get right on that.
Uh-oh. I'm about to burn myself like you did. Here we go. Go ahead and heat this up to a medium high. It should be ready to go very soon because it's been in the oven. There we go. Do you do that, or is that something just amateurs do? Flick the water in the bacon in the pan?
I've never done that actually, but that's good to know because now I know when it's ready to go.
3 pieces?
3 should be plenty.
If it's too much, we can always eat it, right?
Absolutely. Beautiful.
We'll just wait and let that
That
all
sounds
cook and get
perfect. We
crispy.
can make our
Okay.
glaze, and that is super easy. Okay, to make the glaze, we're going to use 2 cups of powdered sugar,
Okay.
a tablespoon of maple extract,
Okay.
a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a teaspoon of cinnamon, and then just enough water in it to make a
kind of
thick
mixture
kind of a
up.
glaze.
Okay.
So let's get started.
Is this the kind of thing you want to do slowly and add things
Yes,
with
because
the water?
the powdered sugar will definitely go crazy if you're not careful.
Okay. While you're making that, I'm going to just, without the maple glaze, just to compare, you know, we have to do some testing. Don't you think?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah,
Here.
of course. Oh my gosh.
That's good.
It's very good.
You don't even know there's bacon in there.
Wow, that's really
Check
good.
on the bacon.
Okay.
Bacon and bacon.
The maple extract smells like maple syrup. But you can't use maple syrup to make this. You need to use
can't.
the extract.
Okay.
Because the maple syrup is not as potent as the extract.
okay.
That'll be a good measurement. For the vanilla,
You added a little bit extra, I see.
just a tad bit. I like vanilla. Let me just rinse this off a little bit,
Okay.
and then we'll add the cinnamon. Okay. There we go.
Love the smell of cinnamon.
Ooh, I do too. Yummy, yummy. Now we're gonna add just enough water,
Okay.
about 3 tablespoons of water.
3 tablespoons will soften that up.
Yes.
Oh, wow. It's just melting right in there.
And now we're gonna mix it. You definitely don't want to start off with too much water.
Okay, because then there's really no way to fix that except to add more powdered sugar.
Exactly. And then your measurements are all off.
I'm gonna go check on the bacon again.
Sounds good.
Bacon pieces are cooling off now. Woo! I just walked into the smoke. Wow! That looks different.
It does. And that we'll do is we'll just cut the bacon while it's a little bit warm.
Okay.
And
Just big enough to cover the top.
absolutely. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna smear on a little bit of the glaze
Okay.
onto the cookie, and as soon as I do that, then you put a piece of bacon on top.
Okay.
See if I can get a good one on there. There we go. Beautiful.
This is kind of a crazy, crazy recipe.
Yes, it is. So let's do
Okay.
this. And then, you ready to try?
I'm ready. I'm
Okay.
gonna get one with a little less glaze.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
ready?
try.
Big bite.
That's not really that bad. Very interesting.
That is really interesting. The crispiness of the bacon on top really adds to it, I think.
I think so too. And the bacon
rich.
flavor does not overpower the cookie at all.
It doesn't.
And I don't think I can really.
Eat a whole one?
But I do like the flavor of the glaze on it. That adds a little bit of something to it too.
It does.
It's pretty good.
All right, I don't know how you eat a whole one.
I can't.
That's really, 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 really sweet.
It is. It's very rich. I'm not sure that I could ever eat any. And you know what? We could probably cut those cookies a little bit less, so they're not so big.
Right, that's a good idea.
It was great. Well, that was fun.
That was.
Thank you.
For a complete list of ingredients and instructions for this recipe, please visit our website at www.catcurly.com.
Wow, thank you so much for watching our Wild About Bacon episode. We had so much fun. It was an absolute blast. And we just want to thank you for watching us. A special thanks goes out to our host, Callie Lewis and Neil Campbell, for letting us borrow their home kitchen to show you these awesome recipes. It was so much fun. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.